So hi guys, welcome back to the SA20 tournament of 2025-26. Unfortunately, there was a system issue. That's why I couldn't come live in the last 3 or 4 days. So hi guys, welcome back to the SA20 tournament of 2025-26. Today's match is between the Durban Supergiants and the Pretoria Capitals. Unfortunately, there was a system issue. That's why we couldn't come live in the last 3 or 4 days. So both the openers for the Pretoria Capitals are coming out to the middle. The Durban Supergiants won the toss and elected to bowl first. Durban Supergiants, in fact, both these teams in desperate need of wins actually. Particularly the Pretoria Capitals, who are having only one win so far. Even Durban Supergiants as well. They suffered 2 defeats against the Joburg Super Kings, and then there were 2 washouts as well for them. The Shai Hope and Connor Esther Huizen are opening the batting for the Pretoria Capitals. Shai Hope, obviously, plenty of experience, no doubt about that. Kwena Mapaka is going to open the bowling for the Durban Supergiants. He's going to be bowling with the new ball. He's going to be bowling the first over. Connor Esther Huizen will take strike. This match is a home match for the Durban Supergiants. They'll be really wanting to get a win today. Both teams have made 3 changes each. Good that Sunil Narayan, all the West Indian players are back today. Sunil Narayan is back. So here we go, all in readiness. Kwena Mapaka bowling the first ball to Connor Esther Huizen. And that's back of the length. Esther Huizen flicks it away towards square leg and gets off the mark with a single. So Shai Hope is on strike now. So Shai Hope is back on strike. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, it's an inside edge there from Shai Hope. It's running away. Down to deep square leg. There's no one there. Oh, puts in the dive there, the fielder, but can't stop it. And the first boundary of the innings for Pretoria Capitals. Inside edge there from Shai Hope. But somehow it has managed to race across towards deep square leg for 4. This time on a good length, and Shai Hope cuts it away towards covers. Another dot ball from Kwena Mapaka. Oh, was there a nick there? No, there wasn't. Very, very close to the outside edge. I Hope was looking to flick it away leg side. Little bit of away movement there. And another dot ball from Mapaka. That's a wide down the leg side from Mapaka. He is given as a wide by the umpire. So Mapaka has to reload that one again. This time on a good length again, and Shai Hope drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball here from Mapaka. So this is a good first over. Just 6 runs coming from this over. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. It's short, it's pulled in the air, and it's all the way for 6 over square leg. What a shot, what a pickup shot that was from Shai Hope. Short and angling onto the hips. And Hope helps himself to the first 6 of this innings to finish that over. So 12 runs came from that over, and Pretoria Capitals are off to a blistering start, 12 without loss after 1 over. So Aidan Markram is the new bowler into the attack now for the Durban Supergiants. And straight away first ball is on tossed up delivery, and corner rester Huizen flicks it away towards mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. The Shai Hope is back on strike. And Hope goes offside over extra covers all the way for 6. That is a super shot. Absolutely brilliant from Shai Hope. Tossed up outside the off stump from Aidan Markram. And Shai Hope says thank you very much. Over extra covers for 6 if you don't mind. Second 6 of this innings for the Pretoria Capitals and Shai Hope. This time it's tossed up again, and Hope goes along the ground through the cover region for another boundary. 6 and a 4 from Shai Hope. And he's tearing apart Markram here. 3 more deliveries left in this over. This time it's a quicker delivery, and Hope flicks it away towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. This time on the stumps again, and Esther Huizen flicks it away towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Another quicker ball punched away straight to covers. And another dot ball to finish the over, but still an expensive over from Aidan Markram. The decision for him to bowl with the new ball hasn't worked for the Durban Supergiants. 13 runs came from that over, and Pretoria Capitals are 25 without loss after 2 overs. So David Wiese is the new bowler into the attack now for the Durban Supergiants. Connor Esther Huizen is on strike. And that's on the stumps. Esther Huizen defends it down the ground to move mid-off. And again a dot ball to start the over. This time again comes down the wicket and drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball from David Wiese. Slow ball flicked away by Esther Huizen towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Oh, that's edged down to third man. And it's another dot ball from David Wiese. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. It's on the patch. Shai Hope flicks it away towards deep square leg and picks up another single. So a good over from David Wiese. Just 2 runs coming from this over. Much better over for the Durban Supergiants. So last ball of the over. It's driven down the ground by Connor Esther Huizen towards mid-off, and he doesn't take the single. It's a dot ball to finish the over. So 2 runs came from that over. Excellent over from David Wiese, and Pretoria Capitals are 27 without loss after 3 overs. Sunil Narayan is the new bowler into the attack now. Jamaican is back in the SA20. A mystery spinner, obviously. Wow, what a bowler he is. Don't even need an introduction for Sunil Narayan. Coming over the wicket now to Shai Hope. That's a quicker delivery and Hope flicks it away towards mid-wicket and picks up another single to start the over. That's short and wide, and Esterhuizen cuts it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Sunil Narayan. This time toss tab, he goes over mid-off. That's a clever shot from corner. Esterhuizen decided that he's going to go the aerial route, cleared the fielder at mid-off, and picks up his first boundary in this innings. This time it's short and on the pads, and Esterhuizen flicks it away towards square leg and picks up another single. Shai Hope is back on strike. This time again on the pads, it's flicked away towards mid-wicket. And it's another dot ball from Sunil Narayan. Last ball of the over. And that's punched down the ground by Shai Hope towards long on and picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over, and Pretoria Capitals are 34 without loss after 4 overs. Kwena Mapaka is back into the attack, into his second over. And that's defended by Shai Hope towards point. Dot ball to start the over. I went for the big shot there. Shai Hope moved across his stumps, cleared his front leg, was looking to slog leg side, but got an inside edge onto his pads. It's another dot ball from Mapaka. The third ball of the over coming up. Went for the flick shot there. It's gone off the pads, I think. It's past the keeper and they'll race away for 4. That's not a convincing way of getting a boundary, but a boundary nevertheless for Shai Hope. I think it's gone off his pads there. Yeah, 4 leg by signalled, but Pretoria Capitals will take 4. Oh, he moved across his stumps, looking for the drive. Shai Hope gets an inside edge towards Fine leg. And another dot ball from Mapaka. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's driven through the covers beautifully by Shai Hope, and he picks up another boundary. Second boundary in the over. First one of obviously 4 leg byes, but this time convincing of the bat, a crack of the bat, and Shai Hope picks up his third boundary in this innings. This time he goes big, high into the night sky and over the rope. Shai Hope, when he gets going, try and stop him, that's what he's saying. For 4 and a 6 to finish the over. 14 runs came from that over, and Pretoria Capitals are 48 without loss after 5 overs. So Gerald Coetzee is the new bowler into the attack now for the Durban Supergiants. They have to stop the bleeding here, and maybe Gerald Coetzee is the man to stop the bleeding. Now what a start this is from Shai Hope, batting on 34 from 20 balls. Connor Esterhuizen has contributed only 9 runs in this opening partnership so far. Here's Coetzee. And that's short and wide, and Esterhuizen cuts it away for 4. Sound of the bat as the ball leaves the bat is so wonderful. And once again starts the over with a boundary. 50 comes up for the Pretoria Capitals. 50 comes up in just 5.1 overs, and what a start this is for Pretoria Capitals. This time it's on the pads and it's flicked away in the air by Esterhuizen. 1 bounce to deep square leg and picks up another single. Third ball of the over. Oh, it was a slow ball, but I don't know whether it slipped out of the hands. Shai Hope came down the wicket and then just let the ball go. Another dot ball here from Coetzee. This time it's driven away towards deep extra covers, and Shai Hope picks up another single. Connor Esterhuizen is back on strike. Oh, slow ball. Esterhuizen swings and misses. It's another dot ball here from Gerald Coetzee. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, he gives himself room, drives it back down the ground. It's past mid-on, and that's 4 more to finish the over. Second boundary of that over. What a shot from Mr. Huizen. Boundary to finish that over. Power play has finished. 10 runs came from that over. And Pretoria Capitals are 58 without loss after 6 overs after the power play. So Noor Ahmed is the new bowler into the attack now for the Durban Supergiants. He's always been that bowler who delivers breakthroughs when it is needed. It's a quicker delivery on the pads. Jai Hope looking to flick it away. It's gone off the pads. Starts with a dot ball. This time again on the stumps, and Jai Hope drives it straight to point and picks up another single. Quicker ball this time. Corner Esther Huizen flicks it away towards deep square leg and picks up another single. 2 singles in this over, still 3 balls left. Oh, goes for the cut shot, appeal for a catch. Noor Ahmed was already in celebration mode there, but not out it is. Again goes for the drive, not able to make connection. Another dot ball here. The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, he goes for a slog sweep. He's got it all the way. A flat 6 from Jai Hope to finish the over, taking on Noor Ahmed, and succeeds in doing so. Another 6 to finish that over. Jai Hope into the 40s. 8 runs came from that over, and Pretoria Capitals are 66 without loss after 7 overs. Sunil Narayan is continuing into his second over. Again a quicker ball, and corner Esther Huizen punches it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. Again on the stumps, Shai Hope defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Sunil Narayan. This time again quicker ball, it's punched down the ground by Shai Hope towards long off and picks up another single. This time a quicker ball on the pads. Sister Huizen flicks it away towards deep square leg and picks up another single. So 3 singles in this over, still 2 balls left. On the pads again, Shai Hope flicks it away towards deep square leg for another single. Bowling it nice and quick, Sunil Narayan, firing it on the pads. He's not flighting it. He's not allowing the batters to get underneath the ball so that they can hit some boundaries or sixes. Last ball of the over. Short and wide, cut away by corner Esther Huizen straight to deep extra covers and picks up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over. The Pretoria Capitals are 71 without loss after 8 overs, and it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout. Noor Ahmed is continuing into his second over. 2 singles and 2 dot balls here from Noor Ahmed. 2 more deliveries left in this over. This time he drives it past covers. That'll run away for 4, I think. It's going towards deep extra covers. That's good fielding at deep extra covers. And corner rester Huizen will pick up another couple of runs. Last ball of the over. Quicker delivery. It's cut away. This will run away for 4. Too short. Too much width from Noor Ahmed. And punished by corner rester Huizen to the boundary to finish the over. The 8 runs came from that over. And Pretoria Capitals are 79 without loss after 9 overs. So Sunil Narayan is continuing into his third over, and straight away Shai Hope goes over extra covers all the way for 6. What a way to start the over. Shai Hope masterclass at the Kingsmead in Durban brings up his half century as well in style. Well, they're having a look at whether it's a boundary or whether it's a 6, whether it hit the rope on the full or not. I think it's bounced inside, so it will be 4, I think. So Shai Hope will be on 49. Well, they're having a look at the boundary. I mean, it looks as though it has bounced inside. We've already signaled it as a 4. It has clearly bounced inside. So it should be 4, I think. But they're still having repeated looks at it. Yep, boundary signaled by the umpire. So starts the over with a boundary now. Shai Hope is on 49, second ball of the over coming up. And that's just gently flicked away, looking for the single there. Chance of run out was there, the partner didn't respond. You need to be careful, particularly when batters are chasing milestones like half centuries and centuries. You need to be very, very alert. Look at your partner time and again, whether he's responding or not. This time a quicker ball, punch down the ground. Oh, beats the fielder. It's down the ground to long on. And Shai Hope picks up another single, and this time though, it is a half century from the man from the West Indies who can do no wrong these days, whether it's international cricket or franchise cricket. Shai Hope always gives hope to his own team by playing some superb knocks. 50 from just 34 balls with 4 boundaries and 4 sixers at a strike rate of 147.06. Outstanding batting from Shai Hope. This time it's punched down the ground. Oh, excellent fielding at mid-wicket. It's another dot ball, but one thing about Sunil Narine, he bowls it quicker through the air. Very difficult for the batters to consistently attack Sunil Narine. Gives himself room this time, and Esther Ruizen flicks it away towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. And that's punched away by Shai Hope straight to covers. And another dot ball to finish the over. So 6 runs came from that over. And the Pretoria Capitals are 85 without loss after 10 overs at the halfway mark of this innings. So David Wiese is back into the attack, into his second over now. Connor Esther Huizen will be on strike. Oh, when he moves across his stumps, he's picked up the length and has deposited onto the big screen in which they are displaying the scores. It's gone into that screen. It's hit that screen on the full. That's how big that shot was. Connor Esther Huizen starts this over with a 6. It was in the slot from David Wiese. Can't bowl there. Esther Huizen is so good. So second ball of the over coming up. Found the ball finally. That's driven by Esther Huizen straight to covers, and they'll pick up another quick single. Shai Hope drives past that fielder at point. Will it go for 4? No, it won't. Good fielding at deep point. And Shai Hope picks up another couple of runs here. And this time Hope goes big. He's got it miles back once again. Another big hit. Both these batters matching shot for shot. Once it's Connor Esther Huizen, the next it's Shai Hope. And the Durban Supergiants bowlers are clueless till now. Looking clueless. 100 also comes up for Pretoria Capitals. 100 comes up in just 10.4 overs. This time a full delivery. Shai Hope drives it towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. 16 runs have come from this over. Still one ball left. Moves across his stumps, flicks it in the air. This could be a wicket here. Fielder coming underneath it, takes the catch, and finally, Durban Super Giants get the breakthrough. Was looking to flick it away there, but all he's managed to do is find the fielder at deep mid wicket. Hayden Markram taking the catch. He won't miss many. And this opening partnership, 100-run opening partnership, has been broken. David Visa, the man, breaking the partnership. The corner Esther Huizen is out after scoring 37 runs from 28 balls. And the Pretoria Capitals are 101 for 1 after 11 overs. So Roston Chase is the new batter to the crease for the Pretoria Capitals. Gerald Coetzee is back into the attack, into his second over. And finally, the Durban Super Giants have broken the opening partnership. 16-run over from David Vise, but he had the last laugh by picking up the wicket of the last ball of the over. So here's Coetzee now, bowling the 12th over. That's on the pads, and Shai Hope flicks it away leg side towards deep mid wicket. They're going to push for 2 here. That's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Shai Hope. This time again it's flicked away towards mid-wicket. They're going to push for 2, I think. And yep, that's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Shai Hope. Oh, he went for the pull there, inside edge to the keeper. And another dot ball from Gerald Coetzee. Oh, that's down the leg side. Should be wide, I think. Yes, it is. Wide given by the umpire. So Coetzee has to reload that one again. Ill-directed delivery there. Down the leg side from Coetzee. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, extra bounce there. Was the quicker ball. It bounced up a little bit. Shai Hope looking to flick it away. I think he got hit on the arms, I think, that delivery. Hit him on the glove. And dot ball nevertheless. A good over here from Gerald Coetzee. He's using that extra bounce to good effect. If you're able to contain a batter like Shai Hope like this, you're doing really well as a bowler. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, he goes for the pull again. And doesn't make connection. Another dot ball here from Coetzee. So last ball of the over coming up. That's on the pads. It's pulled away by Shai Hope. It's towards deep mid wicket. They're going to push for 2, I think. Nope, just a single to finish the over. So 6 runs came from that over. Good over from Gerald Coetzee. And the Pretoria Capitals are 107 for 1 after 12 overs. So Noor Ahmed is continuing into his 3rd over. He goes for a sweep, slog sweep, flat 6 again from Shai Hope. Is this man ever stoppable? He is unstoppable, that's the answer. Starts the over with a 6 against Noor Ahmed. The 2nd ball of the over coming up. This time it drives it straight to covers though. And another dot ball from Noor Ahmed. Oh, this time quicker ball. Pulled his length back there, Noor Ahmed. And it just about beat the outside edge of Shai Hope. Make that another dot ball. Goes for the reverse sweep again. Doesn't make contact with that. Another dot ball from Noor Ahmed. 3 consecutive dot balls from Noor Ahmed here. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Short and wide, cut away by Hope towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. So finally Roston Chase is back on strike. He is on strike for the first time. 2 West Indies batters are out in the middle now. The last ball of the over. And Chase reverse sweeps, gets it past that fielder there, and that'll run away for 4. A nice way to finish the over. Was tossed up on the stumps. And Roston Chase reverse swept it from the stumps. And it's gone away to the boundary to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over, and Pretoria Capitals are 118 for 1 after 13 overs. So Sunil Narayan is into his last over now, has figures of none for 18 in his 3 overs. Shai Hope is on strike. It's flicked away straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. Again a dot ball to start the over. This time it's driven down the ground by Shai Hope towards long on and picks up another single. Goes for the reverse sweep, gets it over the fielder, and has gone towards deep point. They're coming back for the second here. That's good running between the wickets from Roston Chase. Another couple of runs for Roston Chase. Three more deliveries left in this over. Gives himself room and Chase punches it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Sunil Narayan. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Another quicker ball, it's punched down the ground back to the bowler again. Another dot ball here from Narayan. The last ball of the over. Quicker ball, flicked away leg side, and Roston Chase will pick up another single to finish the over. And it's a good spell, excellent spell from Sunil Narayan, even though he hasn't taken a wicket. Still none for 22 in his 4 overs. Is an excellent spell. 4 runs came from that over, and Pretoria Capitals are 122 for 1 after 14 overs. So Kwena Mapaka now into his 3rd over. And Roston Chase goes down the ground and goes all the way for 6. What a way to start the over. It was in the slot there from Kwena Mapaka. And it's Roston Chase time to join the party. Starts the over with a maximum. Pressure straight away back on Kwena Mapaka. Well, hold on a little bit. They are checking the boundary whether it's a 4 or a 6. I think it might have just bounced inside, I think. Just bounced inside, so it will be 4 to start the over. Actually, it's a 6. I'm getting confused, yeah, because the umpires are having second thoughts. The second ball of the over coming up. Goes for the drive this time. It's towards covers, and Roston Chase picks up another single. So Shai Hope is back on strike, racing towards a century probably. And with shots like that, he can certainly get to the century mark that we are talking about. That's into the grass banks again. Koena Mapaka showing his inexperience here, bowling it in the slot time and again. And that is exactly where both these batters are waiting for. And once again, Shai Hope clears the boundaries. His 7th 6 in this innings. Moves to 78 now. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's a good Yorker. It's digged away towards point. Another dot ball from Mapaka. It's a short ball, and Shai Hope pulls it away. Gets it off the bottom of the bat probably. It's towards deep square leg and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, Roston Chase gives himself room, looks for the big shot. It's gone underneath the bat, I think. And another dot ball to finish the over. 14 runs came from that over. And Pretoria Capitals are 136 for 1 after 15 overs. So 5 overs left in this innings. Noor Ahmed now into his last over. Very rarely you will see a bowler of the caliber of Noor Ahmed wicketless till now. Normally, Noor Ahmed is always used to taking 2-3 wickets per match, or even 3-4 wickets per match. But today he has been wicketless. Shai Hope is on strike. And well, what a fine shot that is once again from Shai Hope. Over extra covers for another 6. Doesn't matter whether it's Noor Ahmed or whether it's Quaina Mopaka or any other bowler. Shai Hope is in the mood tonight to only hit maximums. Over extra covers for 6 if you don't mind against the bowler like Noor Ahmed. This time he goes down the ground, straight down the ground. It's one bounce and into the boundary for 4. 6 followed by a 4 from Shai Hope. What a way to start the over. I think it was the googly there from Noor Ahmed. And Hope picked the googly, hit it down the ground for another boundary. The third ball of the over coming up. Has driven away again towards deep extra covers, and Shai Hope will pick up another single. So the premium spinner of Durban Supergiants getting hammered today, Noor Ahmed. Unfortunately, he's supposed to be the bowler who has to be providing the breakthroughs, but even he has got smacked today by both these batters. Short and wide, and Roston Chase goes for the cut shot, doesn't make connection. The dot ball here from Noor Ahmed. The 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, he goes for the slog sweep there. Roston Chase looking to attack Noor Ahmed, but not able to make connection. Another dot ball. 1 more delivery left in Noor Ahmed's spell today. The last ball of the over. And that's driven down the ground. Stewart's covers and Roston Chase picks up another single to finish the over. So Noor Ahmed finishes wicketless today. A very rare sight to see Noor Ahmed finishing wicketless, but that is what it is. 12 runs came from that over, and Pretoria Capitals are 148 for 1 after 16 overs, and it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout here, and Shai Hope 10 runs away from reaching the 3-figure mark in the SA20. I don't think any batter has got to a century so far in this SA20 tournament. Shai Hope could be the first batter to get to the 3-figure mark. He's batting on 90 from 57 balls with 5 boundaries and 8 sixers at a strike rate of 157.89. With still 4 overs left in this innings, the Pretoria Capitals can push towards 200 as well, or at least try and push towards 180, 190. Gerald Coetzee is back into the attack into his 3rd over. Roston Chase is on strike. And Chase goes in the air, up and over, 1 bounce to deep extra covers, and picks up another single to start the over. So Shai Hope is on 90 now, is on strike. 2nd ball of the over coming up. Slow ball, he drives it in the air. Down to deep point, there's no one there. Another boundary. He's been placing the balls beautifully as Shai Hope today. Picks up another boundary, moves to 94 now, just 6 runs away from a century. And it also brings up the 150 for the Pretoria Capitals. So 3rd ball of the over, that's too wide, I think. Too wide. Yes, given as a wide by the umpire. So Gerald Coetzee has to reload that one again. So 3rd ball of the over coming up. That's driven in the air. Down to deep extra covers for 4 more. 2nd boundary in this over. Once again, Shai Hope picking the slow ball and hitting it beautifully towards deep extra covers for another boundary. Moves to 98 now with that boundary. So Shai Hope on 98 now. 7 boundaries and 8 sixes. What a day he's had. Could it be a match-winning knock? Setting the fields here, Durban Supergiants. 4th ball of the over coming up. Moves across his stumps again. Drives it away towards deep extra covers. They're coming back for 2. That's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Shai Hope. Couple of runs for Shai Hope, and he's also got to his century. What a knock this has been. The first century in this year's Betway SA20 tournament. 100 from just 60 balls with 7 boundaries and 8 sixers at a strike rate of 166.67. It has been an absolute masterclass of batting from this Caribbean. And this time Shai Hope sweeps it away leg side towards deep square leg. and picks up another single. But what an innings this has been from Shai Hope. 101 from 61 balls. He took on the best spinner in the opposition. Noor Ahmed went wicketless today. How often do you see that in T20 matches? Whether it's international cricket or franchise cricket, Shai Hope is always there to deliver. That shot this time, Roston Chase pulls it in the air. It's high in the air. Fielder will only watch it as it goes all the way, I think. All the way for 6. I don't think Roston Chase controlled that well enough. But it sailed over those fielders at fine leg and all the way to finish the over. 19 runs came from that over. And Pretoria Capitals are 167 for 1 after 17 overs. So 3 more overs left in this innings. This partnership is now 66 from 36 balls between Roston Chase and Shai Hope. David Wiese might bowl this over and the last over for the Durban Supergiants. He is back into the attack. Shai Hope on strike. But it doesn't matter because Hope goes leg side. It's in the air. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's gone through the hands of the fielder at deep mid wicket, and that's gone into the fence for 4. There was a catching opportunity there at deep mid wicket, but somehow it's gone through the hands, and Shai Hope continues his boundary hitting. Starts the over with a boundary. And this time it's a slow ball. Shai Hope goes down the ground, goes all the way for 6 over long on. 4 and a 6 to start the over. Pressure on David Wiese. This time slow ball into the wicket. Shai Hope pulls it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Oh, that's a full delivery this time. Roston Chase drives it down the ground to long on. They're going to push for 2, are they? No, they are not. Just a single for Shai Hope. For Roston Chase. And Roston Chase has also supported Shai Hope really well in this partnership, has to be said. 2 West Indies batters know each other really well. Has played together in the West Indies team as well. Always when 2 West Indies batters are out in the middle, I think the coordination will be really good. And that is what we have seen in this partnership. He goes for the pull this time. Hope, it's on the gap. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Cannot stop Shai Hope today. You can try whatever you like. Shai Hope is unstoppable. Picks up another boundary. Another expensive over from Durban Supergiants. 16 runs from this over so far. It's still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over, that's a good Yorker. Shai Hope drives it back to the bowler. Is unhappy with himself, is Shai Hope. But that was a good delivery from David Wiese. Only question, why didn't he bowl that delivery much earlier in the over? 16 runs came from that over, and Pretoria Capitals are 183 for 1 after 18 overs. So 2 more overs left in this innings. Shai Hope, what a knock this has been. Outstanding century. And the Pretoria Capitals in sight of 200 from here. 2 more overs left in this innings. Highest score in T20 cricket for Shai Hope today, 116 not out from 66 balls. His previous highest score came in the CPL against the Barbados Royals, I guess. I'll need to show that stat again. They were showing it. Kwena Mapaka is going to be bowling the penultimate over for the Durban Supergiants. Roston Chase is on strike. Here's Kwena Mapaka. That's too wide, I think. Too wide, I think. Yes, given as a wide by the umpire. So Mapaka has to reload that one again. He goes for a scoop shot. Doesn't make contact on that. Roston Chase will pick up another single. I think it's gone off the pads there. Picks up another single. The second ball of the over coming up. Shai Hope back on strike. Full toss. Hope goes down the ground. One bounce to long off. And picks up another single. The Pretoria Capitals have lost just 1 wicket till now. We are in the 19th over. Penultimate over of this innings. What a batting performance this has been from Pretoria Capitals today. Their batting has been the biggest concern in this tournament so far. Their bowling has been good. Batting has been the issue, and Roston Chase, I think, is retiring himself out here. Roston Chase has retired out, which is a very... Obviously, we have seen it quite often these days. Batters, when they are struggling, they retire themselves out to bring in a better batter to the crease. And I think that is what has happened here. So a Caribbean replaces a Caribbean. Sharfane Rutherford is the new batter to the crease. We saw what carnage he caused against MI Cape Town. Along with Dewald Brevis, we saw what carnage he caused in that game. The last few overs, he was just smacking it everywhere. Has the capability of doing that. And he's in with 10 more deliveries left in this innings. Roston Chase has retired out. Oh, it's a full delivery there. Rutherford goes for the drive, not able to make connection. Again a dot ball to start the again a dot ball from Kwena Mapaka. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. It's given us 2 down because Roston Chase retired himself out. He goes down the ground. Rutherford, has he got enough on it? No, he hasn't. Fielder takes the catch at long on. So effectively, they've lost 2 wickets in this over. Roston Chase retired himself out. And now Rutherford is holed out at long on. And Kwena Mapaka finally gets the breakthrough for the Durban Supergiants, but it was there in the slot actually to be hit for Rutherford. Was looking to clear the boundary, but all he managed to do was find the fielder to perfection at long on. And once again, is it Aiden Markram again? I think it's Aiden Markram again who takes the catch. He's an everywhere man in the field. Wherever he goes and stands, the ball follows him. So Sharfin Rutherford is out for a 2-ball duck. His experimentation to retire, chase out and then come in hasn't worked. And Pretoria Capitals are 186 for 3 after 18.4 overs. So Dewald Brevis is the new batter to the crease. With still 8 balls left in this innings. Another power hitter. Another batter who can cause carnage towards the end of an innings. That retired out was not essential actually. The partnership was going really good, but then they felt that maybe these batters can finish the innings well. It's a short ball. He goes for the pull, doesn't make connection. So a good comeback here from Kwena Mapaka has to be said. It's a fantastic over. Penultimate over. Just 3 runs coming from this over, including a wicket of Rutherford and retired out as well of Roston Chase. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, and he's nailed that one. That's all the way. That's into the second tier. Or even into the third tier. No, there's no third tier in the stadium. There's only 2 tiers. So it's into the second tier. And a 6 to finish the over. What a shot that is. Nailed by Dewald Brevis. Gets off the mark with a 6 to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Sharfin Rutherford. And Pretoria Capitals are 192 for 3 after 19 overs. Well, Dewald Brevis, what a shot. This is exactly what he's known for. I think he's hurt someone in the crowd as well with that shot. Oh my goodness gracious me. I hope that lady is alright. It's hit her on the face, I think. Gerald Coetzee is bowling the last over now for Durban Supergiants. That's a full toss. Shai Hope hits it down the ground to long on. They're going to push for 2. No, they are not. Just a single. And is that a no ball for height? That is what he's asking. Shai Hope is asking the question to the umpire, but the umpire says it is a legal delivery, I think. Well, it looks clearly above the waist for me actually. Could be a no ball, I think. We haven't had any no balls in this innings till now. We could have one here. Could we? No, we can't. There's a legal delivery. Yep, it's signalled as a legal delivery, so single to start the over, and now Brevis is back on strike. Oh, and he goes big, that's huge! Absolutely huge, it's onto the trees, I think. No, come down onto the grass banks. Thought for a moment it might go into the trees out there behind the stadium. It went so high into the air and it somehow come down and gone into the grass banks. So back-to-back sixes here for Dewald Brevis, and now the score 199. Gonna cross 200 now. Well, this is exactly what Dewald Brevis can do. That's why he's rated so highly. He can hit some monsters like that. Third ball of the over coming up. Oh, he goes for it. Pull again. It was a little quicker this time. I think he's hurt himself here. I think Dewald Brevis has gotten hit somewhere on the stomach probably, and he's backing up, ready to continue his batting. That's a good sign. Much quicker there from Gerald Coetzee though. Hitting the deck hard. I think that's the best way to bowl in South African conditions. Hit the deck. Make it uncomfortable for the batters. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Can he hit another maximum here? Gives himself room. It's in the air. It's lobbed in the air and the catch is taken. So another wicket goes down. It was the slow ball into the wicket from Gerald Coetzee. And Brevis looking to force the pace. All he managed to do was just spoon it in the air. And the wicketkeeper, even I can catch those kind of simple catches, leave alone the wicketkeeper. A simple catch accepted. And Pretoria Capitals have lost their 4th wicket here. It was the off cutter into the wicket from Gerald Coetzee. Very clever bowling actually. Took the glove of Dewald Brevis and simple catch for Heinrich Klaasen behind the stumps. So an important wicket for Durban Supergiants, and the Pretoria Capitals have still not crossed the 200 run mark. They're still stuck in 199 with 2 balls left. Dewald Brevis is out after scoring a quick 12 from 5 balls, and Pretoria Capitals are 199 for 4 after 19.4 overs. So Jordan Cox is the new batter to the crease for Pretoria Capitals with only two more deliveries left in this innings. He'll have a role to play, I guess. Try and take the Pretoria Capitals above 200. It's going to be a tough run chase for sure for the Durban Supergiants. Here's Coetzee. Jordan Cox on strike. Gives himself room. Swings it leg side. Towards deep square leg. They're going to push for 2. No, they're not pushing. Just a single. For Jordan Cox. He gets off the mark with a single. 200 comes up for the Pretoria Capitals. 200 comes up in 19.5 overs. It's still 1 ball left and Shai Hope is back on strike. So last ball of the innings coming up. Shai Hope on strike. Oh, slow ball there. Swings. They're going for the single. Swings and misses. And they've run through for a single here. And that's the end of the innings. Another single to finish the innings. A really good finish there from Gerald Coetzee. Taking the pace of the ball. It's 1 byes to finish the innings. So 9 runs came from the last over, including the wicket of Dewald Brevis, and the Pretoria Capitals finished their full quota of 20 overs on a 201 for 4. At the end of their 20 overs, Shai Hope walking off unbeaten on 118 from 69 balls with 9 boundaries and 9 sixers at a strike rate of 171.01. The highest score for Shai Hope in T20 cricket. In all T20 cricket, it's his highest in all T20 cricket, it's the highest score for Shai Hope. And that knock has helped the Pretoria Capitals get to 201 for 4 at the end of their 20 overs. So it's going to be a really tough chase for the Durban Supergiants, no doubt about that. The Durban Supergiants, when they come out to bat, will need 202 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. So we come to the end of the innings break, and the Durban Supergiants having a huge task in front of them. They need 202 runs to win this game from their full quota of 20 overs, thanks to a fantastic century from Shai Hope in the first innings. Kagiso Rabada has the ball in his hand. Kane Williamson and Marcus Ackerman are opening the batting. Here we go. No, not Kagiso Rabada. Kagiso Rabada is playing for MI Cape Town. Lungi Ngidi is bowling the first over, and both are looking the same. So I got confused a little bit there. Lungi Ngidi bowling the first over, starts with a dot ball. Williamson cuts it straight to point. Dot ball to start. So no Devon Conway today. Marcus Ackerman is opening the batting for Durban Supergiants. We'll just hope that it can work good for the Durban Supergiants, but it's a huge target actually, 202. Second ball of the innings coming up from Lungi Ngidi. That's back of the length, inside edge towards mid-wicket, and Kane Williamson gets off the mark with a single. So Marcus Ackerman is back on strike. Third ball of the innings coming up from Lungi Ngidi. It's on the pads. Ackerman flicks it straight to mid-wicket. Another dot ball. This time it's punched down the ground. Stewart covers. And another dot ball from Lungi Ngidi. Oh, that's a wide down the leg side, isn't it? Ngidi is appealing here. Has it gone off the bat or off the pad? Not quite sure. And I'm sure they're not going to go upstairs for this. Even though they have a couple of reviews left, not worth wasting the review. So it is given as a wide, is it? Or is it a legal ball? It's a legal delivery. So another dot ball from Lungi Ngidi. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's cut away straight to covers. And another dot ball to finish the over. So just one run came from that over. Excellent start from Lungisani Ngidi. And Durban Supergiants are one without loss after one over. So Roston Chase is the new bowler into the attack now. That's a quicker ball. Kane Williamson flicks it away towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. And Kane Williamson, picks up another single. So Marcus Ackerman is back on strike. So Roston Chase coming around the wicket now to Marcus Ackerman. And that's tossed up again, and Ackerman drives it down the ground to long off and gets off the mark with a single finally. Now Marcus Ackerman. And this is a very slow start here from the Durban Supergiants. The required run rate is already 10.66. And that's the thing in these kind of run chases. The required run rate will climb higher and higher with every quiet over. You need to go for the shots right from the word go. Right from the beginning, you need to play your shots. Third ball of the over coming up. Williamson moves across his stumps, drives it towards mid-off and picks up another quick single. Season on the line for both these teams actually. I won't say season on the line, still early days in the tournament, but they want to get their tournament moving forward because Durban Supergiants, they started so brightly with a win against MI Cape Town. He comes down the wicket, drives it away towards deep extra covers. And good fielding at deep extra covers. And Marcus Ackerman will pick up another couple of runs. Coming back to what I was trying to say, Durban Supergiants, they started this season on a very bright note by winning against MI Cape Town. But after that, there were two washouts, and then they suffered two defeats against Joburg Super Kings. One defeat, obviously, one-sided one. Second defeat came in the Super Over. Goes for the reverse sweep here. Marcus Ackerman gets it over, covers, and that'll run away for 4. So it has been going a little quiet so far from both these openers. Marcus Ackerman looking to try something different and succeeds in the way of doing so. First boundary of the innings for Durban Supergiants. And this time it's a quicker ball. It's punched away by Marcus Ackerman towards covers. And another dot ball to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over. And Durban Supergiants are 10 without loss after 2 overs. So Lungi Ngidi continuing into his second over, and that's pulled away by Williamson. It's all the way for 6. Too short there from Lungi Ngidi. Williamson picks up the length beautifully, deposits it over deep square leg for the maximum. They needed that very desperately. Durban Supergiants starts the over with a 6. Kane Williamson. So is this the day when Kane Williamson can really announce himself in this format? Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, a little bit of an in-shaper. Inside edge, have gone through for a single. That's good running between the wickets from Williamson there. Picks up another single, gives the strike back to Marcus Ackerman. So 4 more deliveries left in this over. That's a wide down the leg side again from Ngidi. Has to reload that one again, swing down the leg side. That's the thing with the left hand right hand combination. You bowl one line to a right hander, same line will be a wide for the left hander. You need to adjust according to the right hand batters or left hand batters. The third ball of the over coming up. Oh, goes for the drive this time and appealing. The umpire says not out. And another dot ball from Lungi Sani Ngidi. Oh, that's pulled away. That's all the way for 6. Second 6 in this over. This time it's Marcus Ackerman. Moved across his stumps. Was expecting the short ball, I think. And he's just helped it on its way over deep square leg for another maximum. It's an expensive over here from Lungi Ngidi. 14 runs from this over. Still 2 balls left. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. And now Lungi Ngidi coming around the wicket to Marcus Ackerman. Comes down the wicket and swings and misses. Lungi Ngidi smile, laughing at the batter. Because that was again that rolling the fingers over the delivery. I think Lungi Ngidi did that. Deceived the batter there. Marcus Ackerman was through with the shot. Not able to make connection. So last ball of the over coming up. Goes for the pickup shot. I think it's gone off the pads. I don't know. But it's gone past short fine leg into the fence for 4. Expensive over from Lungi Ngidi. 18 runs came from that over. And Durban Supergiants are 28 without loss after 3 overs. In fact, I think there was pad and bat in that one. It's raced away for 4, Marcus Ackerman. So at this same stage, the Durban Supergiants were 27 without loss, I guess. Sorry, the Pretoria Capitals were 27 without loss at the same stage after 3 overs. Durban Supergiants are 28 without loss. Roston Chase now continuing into his second over. And Williamson gives himself room, drives it away towards covers and picks up another single to start the over. So Marcus Ackerman is back on strike. Oh, comes down the wicket, but drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Roston Chase. Well, it's tossed up again. He goes for the cut shot. Oh, good fielding at point. And in fact, Marcus Ackerman picks up another couple of runs. That's good running between the wickets as well. And keeps a strike, Marcus Ackerman. It swung away leg side, gets it past that fielder. That'll run away for 4 towards deep square leg. Once again, chancing his arm, taking the risk there. Marcus Ackerman getting an inside edge. And no one there at deep square leg and picks up another boundary. Comes down the wicket again, swings it leg side towards deep mid wicket. Another boundary here. Back-to-back boundaries. So Marcus Ackerman. Once again, he came down the wicket, was looking for that big shot. Inside edging it. But still it raced away for 4. Last ball of the over. It swung in the air, high in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. Takes the catch. At mid-on, it's Dewald Brevis who takes the catch. And Roston Chase has the last laugh after conceding back-to-back boundaries. Slowed it down a little bit. Marcus Ackerman threw with the shot early, only managing to get the top edge. And Dewald Brevis doesn't make a mistake on that one. So it's a huge wicket here for the Pretoria Capitals. Because Marcus Ackerman was starting to look dangerous. He's out after scoring 27 from 17 balls. And Durban Supergiants have lost their first wicket, 39 for 1 after 4 overs. So Josh the Boss Butler is the new batter to the crease for the Durban Supergiants. Coming in at number 3, we all know how destructive Josh Butler can be, but he has been far from his best in this tournament so far. And there's a bowling change here for Pretoria Capitals. Lizard Williams is the new bowler into the attack for the Pretoria Capitals. 2 quality batters at the crease for Durban Supergiants who are yet to fire in this tournament, has to be said. Actually speaking, Durban Supergiants have a fantastic batting lineup in this tournament, but they haven't got together. They haven't been able to produce the performances. That's on the pads. Kane Williamson flicks it away towards mid-wicket and picks up another single to start the over. So Josh Butler is back on strike. What a player. Greatest of all time for England in white ball cricket is on strike. Second ball of the over coming up. That's on the pads. Butler flicks it away. That'll race away. No one there. 4 more. That's a way to get off the mark, says Josh Butler. On the pads from Lizard Williams. And just gently flicking it away towards deep square leg for 4. It's on the pads again, it's flicked away again, it's racing away. Will it go for another boundary? Fielder running after it. Does well. Keshav Maharaj has done well there and keeps the batters down to a couple of runs, I guess. Once again, full and angling onto the pads there from Lizard Williams. It has to be said the fielder did well. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. That's full again. Butler drives it down the ground. It goes through the fielder at mid-off. Rare misfield. What should have been a dot ball has resulted in a single. I think Jordan Cox, the fielder at mid-off there. It's gone right through him. Extra bounce doing him, I think. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Ken Williamson is back on strike. Oh, he's dragged it on. Another one goes. It was a short ball. Williamson looking to pull it away. He's dragged it back onto his leg stump. And the second wicket goes down here for the Durban Supergiants. It's Lizard Williams who provides the breakthrough. Extra bounce does the trick there. It was the back of the hand slow ball as well from Lizard Williams. And all Williamson could do is just chop it back onto his stump. So his poor form continues in this tournament, has to be said. And the Durban Supergiants in a little bit of trouble now. Lost their second wicket. They still have Josh the Boss at the crease. So the required run rate will keep on increasing. Kane Williamson is out for 12. And the Durban Supergiants are 47 for 2 after 4.5 overs. So the captain of the Durban Supergiants, Aidan Markram, is making his way out to the middle. His strike rate has been a question mark in this tournament. No doubt he's also a good batter, capable batter in T20s, but he has to look at his strike rate. He cannot be striking it too slow. This time Markram drives it on the front foot straight to covers. And another dot ball to finish the over from Lizard Williams. So what an over that is. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Kane Williamson. And the Durban Supergiants are 47 for 2 after 5 overs. So Gideon Peters is the new bowler into the attack now for the Pretoria Capitals. Josh the Boss Butler is going to be on strike. Here we go, 6th over. That shot this time, it's pulled over, fine leg for 4, 1 bounce, 2 bounces, and into the boundary for 4. So Butler picks up his second boundary. It was kind of a help yourself delivery there from Gideon Peters. Not a great start, has to be said, for the bowler. A boundary to start the over. It's full this time, driven down to mid-on, driven down to mid-off. Another dot ball from Gideon Peters. So 4 more deliveries left in this over. Required run rate has already jumped up to 10.30. Gives himself room. He bludgeons it through the offside for 4. This is the Joss Butler we all know. This is the Joss Butler we have been seeing over the years in T20 cricket. And he's showing it now. Moves to 15 from just 6 balls with his 3rd boundary already. Once again gives himself room, looks to pull it away, not able to make connection. And another dot ball from Gideon Peters. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's on the pads, it's flicked away down to fine leg. And Butler will pick up another single. Gives the strike back to Aidan Markram. 1 leg bias it is. So Durban Supergiants still keeping themselves alive in this run chase somewhat. They'll need Butler to come to his best today. So last ball of the over coming up. Aidan Markram is back on strike. That's flicked away leg side. It's beaten that fielder there. Won't reach the boundary. But Markram will pick up another couple of runs to finish the over. So 11 runs came from that over. The power play has been completed. Durban Supergiants are 58 for 2 after 6 overs after the power play. So Keshav Maharaj is the new bowler into the attack now for the Pretoria Capitals. Captain bringing himself on. Joss Butler is on strike. Has tossed up again. Butler drives it straight to covers. A dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. That's cut away again in the air. Lands just short of that fielder. There was a little bit of width offered. Almost carried there to that fielder, but covers landed just short. Third ball of the over coming up. Another good delivery driven straight to that fielder again. Another dot ball. This is a good start here from Keshav Maharaj. 3 dot balls to start this over. Pressure building. Another quicker ball is punched down the ground. Oh, the fielder fumbles it. Fielder fumbles it at covers, and Josh the boss picks up another single. So Aidan Markram is back on strike. 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's tossed up again. Markram drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. So 2 singles in this over, still 1 ball left. And Josh the boss Butler is back on strike. Last ball of the over. Tossed up again. Butler goes for the drive, but inside edges it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. So just 2 runs came from that over. The Durban Supergiants are 60 for 2 after 7 overs. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout, and Roston Chase into his third over. Markram going after him and clearing the boundary. Picks up his first 6 in this innings. Beautiful shot down the ground. Third ball of the over coming up. Another quicker ball. Markram drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Roston Chase. Highest successful run chases in SA20 history. 177 is the highest total chased down in 2024. So no team has ever chased down 200 plus in SA20 before. That's flicked away by Markram towards deep mid wicket. And picks up another single. Jos Buttler is back on strike. Required run rate is 10.95. It's increasing. The Roston Chase continuing around the wicket for Jos Buttler. But Buttler doesn't care. He drives it. Pierces the gap. That's 4 more. Too much width offered there by Roston Chase. And Buttler found the gap beautifully. Picks up his 4th boundary in this innings. This time it's a quicker ball. It's flicked away by Buttler towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. The 12 runs came from that over, and Durban Supergiants are 72 for 2 after 8 overs. So 12 overs left, 130 more runs needed for the Durban Supergiants. This partnership is now 25 from 19 balls between Aiden Markram and Jos Buttler. Keshav Maharaj now continuing into his second over, and that's driven away by Buttler towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. That's one thing for the Durban Supergiants. They need Buttler to get going. He is a very, very important factor in this Durban Supergiants team. Short and wide there, cut away by Markram towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Goes for the reverse sweep, gets it past third man. And that'll run away for 4 as well. He has all the shots, doesn't he, Jos Buttler? Went for the reverse this time and succeeds in doing so. Picks up another boundary. This time short and wide, and Buttler cuts it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Seven runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. Markram is back on strike. Another quicker ball. Markram flicks it away towards mid-wicket and picks up another single as well. So last ball of the over coming up. Another quicker ball. And Butler punches it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to finish the over. Now 9 runs came from that over. And Durban Supergiants are 81 for 2 after 9 overs. So Gideon Peters is back into the attack now into his second over. Josh Butler is on strike. And it was with offered there. Butler cuts it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. Markram gives himself room, drives it through the covers for 4. There's always on the cards, isn't it, from Aiden Markram. Full delivery there from Gideon Peters. He gave himself room and he's bludgeoned it through the covers for another boundary. Much needed boundary for the Durban Supergiants. And this time he goes down the ground, Markram, but he's found long on here. He has found long on. Was looking to clear the boundary this time around, but couldn't get hold of it. And finally, they have broken the partnership. Pretoria Capitals get the breakthrough. It's Gideon Peters. And would you believe it, the fielder with the headphones on his ears has taken the catch actually at long on. And unfortunately, the skipper of the Durban Supergiants is walking back. I think he was looking to drag it leg side. It's not a good idea. Bat turned in his hand as well. And a simple catch for Jordan Cox down at long on. So very important wicket for the Pretoria Capitals. Aiden Markram is out after scoring 16 runs from 11 balls. And Durban Supergiants are 86 for 3 after 9.3 overs. So Heinrich Klaasen is the new batter to the crease for the Durban Supergiants. He has the capability of turning a game on its head single-handedly. He showed that against the Joburg Super Kings in Johannesburg, that game where he hit those monstrous sixes before he got out to Donovan Ferreira. Can he do the same thing today? We're all waiting to see one special innings from Heinrich Klaasen. Is just not coming, isn't it? 3 more deliveries left in this over. And straight away, it's pulled away by Klaasen, down to deep square leg. Lungi Ngidi dives and puts in the dive. Really good dive. Saves the boundary. And Heinrich Klaasen gets off the mark with a couple of runs. It's shot again. He pulled again by Klaasen towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single as well. So last ball of the over coming up. 8 runs from this over so far. That's shot again. It's pulled away by Butler. 1 bounce to deep square leg and picks up another single to finish the over. The 9 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Aidan Markram. And Durban Supergiants at the halfway mark of this innings are 90 for 3 after 10 overs. So Lizard Williams now back into the attack, into his second over, and Butler drives it down the ground to mid-off and picks up another single to start the over. So Heinrich Klaasen is back on strike. That's driven down the ground again by Klaasen towards mid-off. And another dot ball from Lizard Williams. This time it's an inside edge, it goes past mid-wicket. That won't go for 4. Deep mid-wicket fielder comes around as well. And Heinrich Klaasen picks up another couple of runs. I think that kept a little bit low. Klaasen going on the pull. Has hurt himself here in the process. Oh dear. He looks so much in pain now. I hope everything is alright. It's a very important player for the Durban Supergiants, isn't he? Physio is coming in to have a look. So there will be a hold in play here. Once again, pace and bounce from Lizard Williams. I think he might have been wearing a guard there. It's hit him right in those private parts. You will be wearing a guard, won't you, in that place, to not get severely injured. But still, the physio has come in to have a look at Klaasen and check whether he's all right. Ready to go. So yep, good news is that Klaasen is ready to go, I guess. Still 2 more deliveries left in this over. But an excellent over here from Lizard Williams, and the Pretoria Capitals still ahead in this game is what I would say. Unless there's something dramatic, unless Henrik Klaasen can play one of those Klaasen knocks that which we all know him. And in fact, they are having 2 of their best batters at the crease now. Josh Butler and Henrik Klaasen, 2 batters who can take the game from the 2 batters who can take the game away from the opposition in a blink of an eye. But still, both those batters have been inconsistent in this tournament so far. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Klaasen is back and ready. 5th ball of the over. That's on the pads. Again looking to flick it away. It's gone off the pads. And Klaasen will pick up 1 leg byes. So what an over this is from Lizard Williams. Just 4 runs coming from this over. Still 1 ball left. Josh the boss is back on strike. So last ball of the over coming up. And Butler goes straight down the ground. Will it go for 4? Yes, it will. Pierces the fielders. Anyway, any day straight down the ground is the best place to hit a cricket shot. And ends the over with a boundary, much needed boundary for the Durban Supergiants. 8 runs came from that over. And Durban Supergiants are 98 for 3 after 11 overs. So 9 overs left, 104 runs needed for the Durban Supergiants. Gideon Peters is continuing into his 3rd over. That's a full length delivery. Klaasen hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. The 2nd ball of the over coming up. And that's on a good length. Butler defends it towards point and picks up another single. So 2 singles to start this over. $100 comes up for the Durban Supergiants. 100 comes up in just 11.2 overs. Still a long way to go in this run chase. Still needing another 102 runs to win from 52 balls. It's game on at the Kingsmead Stadium in Durban. 3rd ball of the over coming up. Henrik Klaasen. What can he do? Flicks it away down the ground to long on and will pick up another single here. The pressure is building on Durban Supergiants. The required run rate is 11.88. 2 of their best batters at the crease, yet they are not able to find the boundaries at regular intervals. That's short this time. It's pulled away by Butler in the air. Oh, the fielder puts in the dive at deep mid wicket. Devalt Brevis, I think the fielder throws himself in the field where it lands just short of him. And Butler picks up another single. How close was that to carrying to that fielder? So 2 more deliveries left in this over. goes for the pole again. But Klaasen not unable to make connection. It's given as a wide by the umpire. So Gideon Peters has to reload that one again. The 2 more deliveries left in this over. It's full again and Klaasen drives it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. 98 needed now from 49 balls. So last ball of the over coming up. Josh the boss is back on strike. And need another boundary. You need a boundary here. Goes for a scoop, gets it over, fine leg, and need a boundary. And Josh Buttler delivers the boundary to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over. And the Durban Supergiants are 108 for 3 after 12 overs. The trademark Josh Buttler scoop shot to finish the over. So 8 overs left, 94 needed for the Durban Supergiants. Keshav Maharaj still has 2 overs left. Is continuing into his 3rd over now. The Heinrich Klaasen is back on strike. It's a quicker ball. Klaasen drives it. Oh, a little bit of a misfield there. That covers. But still, Klaasen picks up a single to start the over. So Buttler is back on strike. So Josh Buttler is back on strike. 93 needed from 47 balls. Short and wide, cut away by Buttler. Towards deep extra covers. They're going to push for 2, I think. That's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Buttler. Moves to 43 now from just 27 balls. Nearing a half century has to be said. Tossed up again, but Buttler drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Heinrich Klaasen is back on strike. Moves across his stumps, cuts it away. Klaasen, that'll run away for 4, will it? Finds the gap. Oh, good fielding. Good fielding and deep extra covers. And Klaasen will pick up another couple of runs. This time again moves across his stumps. He's lining up to play that big shot, Klaasen. But drives it away towards deep extra covers for another single. So good over this from Keshav Maharaj. The 7 runs coming from this over. Still 1 ball left. Joss, the boss, is back on strike. Last ball of the over. And Butler drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. The 7 runs came from that over from Keshav Maharaj. And Durban Supergiants are 115 for 3 after 13 overs. The 7 overs left, 87 needed for the Durban Supergiants. Can they get over the line? No wins ever since their first win against MI Cape Town in this tournament. Lungi Sani and Gidi back into the attack, into his 3rd over. And that's back of the line, that's pulled away by Klaasen. They're going to push for 2 for sure. And they'll pick up another couple of runs. That's good running between the wickets from Klaasen. Couple of runs to start the over. The 2nd ball of the over coming up. Klaasen, can he find the boundary? Oh, that's pulled in the air. It's a top edge. Lands safely. And Klaasen will pick up another single. 84 needed from 40 now. It's getting harder and harder for the Durban Supergiants with every quiet over. This is fantastic bowling from the Pretoria Capitals bowlers. Required run rate now 12.60. Is it getting out of control? Third ball of the over coming up from Lungi and Gedi. That's a slow ball. Butler goes over, covers for 6. That is a shot and a half from Joss Butler. It was the slow ball. He rolled his fingers over it. But Butler has picked the slow ball. He's deposited it over extra covers for 6. Brings up his half century. His first half century in this Betway SA20 tournament. 50 from just 30 balls. With 7 boundaries and 1 6 at a strike rate of 166.67. Outstanding batting. Well, he goes again. It's in the air. And it's over. Over for another 6. Back-to-back 6s from Butler. Was the slow ball again. I don't think he got enough timing on it. But somehow it has just about eluded that fielder at deep extra covers for 6. Exactly what the Durban Supergiants want. Is this game turning now? Oh, this time it was a fuller slow ball. It's flicked away by Butler. They're pushing for 2 here. And that's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs. This is fantastic from Joss Butler. And this is exactly what I was talking about. When this man stays at the crease for quite a long time, it's danger signs for the opposition. Now 70 needed from 37 is still gettable, according to my POV. The last ball of the over coming up. 17 runs from this over so far. Expensive over from Lungi and Gedi. Last ball of the over. And that's driven down the ground to long on for another single to finish the over. So an expensive over it is. 18 runs came from that over, and now DSG are back in it big time. 133 for 3 after 14 overs, needing 69 to win from the last 6 overs. So Keshav Maharaj now into his last over. It's short and wide. Butler cuts it away straight to point. Again a dot ball to start the over. That's too wide, I guess. Should be arm squared, isn't it? Yep. Given as a wide by the umpire. So Maharaj has to reload that one again. This time better delivery, quicker delivery, and Butler defends it towards point and picks up another single. Gives the strike back to Andre Klaasen. Klaasen moves across his stump, slog sweeps it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single as well. .66 now needed from 33 balls. A 50 partnership comes up between these two batters. Partnership of 50 from 30 balls between Butler and Klaasen. That's again driven back to the bowler by Butler. This is a fantastic over from Maharaj. Just the kind of over that can tilt the game back in favour of Pretoria Capitals probably. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Again in the block hole, Butler drives it towards covers. Another single. 65 needed from 31. The pressure is building here. What an over this is in the context of this game. The captain of Pretoria Capitals has conceded just 4 runs in this over. Last ball of the over coming up. And Klaasen cuts it away straight to the fielder as well. Another dot ball to finish the over. What an over from Keshav Maharaj. Just 4 runs came from that over. And Durban Supergiants are 137 for 3 after 15 overs, needing 65 to win from the last 5 overs. So Keshav Maharaj, although he hasn't taken a wicket, is none for 22 in his 4 overs. Is an outstanding spell of spin bowling in T20 cricket. Economy of only 5.50. And that has put the Pretoria Capitals back in front, it has to be said, even though there are 2 quality players at the crease for the Durban Supergiants. The required run rate is 13 now. So Gideon Peters now into his last over. Butler advances down the wicket and drives it down the ground to long on for another single. Then he hit the deck there, Gideon Peters. Just a single to start the over. .64 needed from 29 balls. Would you believe it? Henrik Klaasen hasn't hit a single boundary till now. He has faced 16 balls. Run a ball 16 he has scored. Hasn't hit a boundary. And he goes back, Klaasen. But he might have found the fielder. You know he has. Catch taken at deep mid wicket and the misery is over for Henrik Klaasen. Gideon Peters provides the breakthrough. It was a 50-run partnership, but Klaasen was struggling indeed, couldn't find the boundaries, and in the end has hit out. He's found the fielder at deep mid-wicket, and the Durban Supergiants have lost their 4th wicket here. It's Klaasen who has to go, and Pretoria Capitals right on top in this game at the moment. Dewald Brevis is a very, very safe fielder in the outfield. He's everywhere in the outfield, isn't he? Today, Henrik Klaasen is out after a miserable knock of 16 from 17 balls. Unfortunately, not able to accelerate the scoring when it mattered the most. And Durban Supergiants are 138 for 4 after 15.2 overs. And guess what? It is the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout. Evan Jones is the new batter to the crease. Oh, he's looking for the pull shot, appealing for a catch here. And the finger has gone up from the umpire. It's 2 wickets and 2 balls from Gideon Peters. Straight away after the timeout, Evan Jones looking for the pull shot. I think it's gone upstairs for the review, I think. I'll need to have a look at this, I think. Have they gone for the review or not? They have not gone for the review. So Evan Jones has started to walk. So first ball, duck for Evan Jones. Gideon Peters gets 2 and 2, and Pretoria Capitals are right on top in this game. Gideon Peters is on a hat-trick, and the Durban Supergiants are sliding further in this game at the moment. The required run rate 14.22. They are also losing their way here. They're losing too many wickets. Evan Jones is out for a first ball duck. And Durban Supergiants are 138 for 5 after 15.3 overs. So David Wiese is the new batter to the crease for the Durban Supergiants. Can hit a long ball. A hat-trick ball coming up from Gideon Peters. He's on a hat-trick. Here we go. Hat-trick ball. Oh, it's inside edge there. How did that miss the stumps? How did that miss the stumps is the big question. I don't think anyone can quite believe what happened there. Extra bounce for Gideon Peters. Has just about missed the stumps there. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. 64 needed from 26 balls. Goes for the pull shot there. We saw extra bounce for Gideon Peters. Not able to make connection. What an over this is for the Pretoria Capitals. They are bowling good overs after good overs after good overs. Just 1 run from this over when the required run rate is above 14 now. High quality bowling from the Pretoria Capitals bowlers. And Butler is also left stranded at the non-striker's end. He's looking helpless at the moment. The last ball of the over coming up. David Wiese, what can he do? It's another short ball. Will it be a wide? Yes, it is a wide from the umpire. So Gideon Peters has to reload that one again. 63 now needed from 25. They need a boundary. They need sixes from here if they want to win this game. Durban Supergiants. The last ball of the over coming up. Wiese goes for the scoop, gets it over fine leg, it's 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. He pulled out a shot from nowhere there. David Wiese gets off the mark with a boundary and ends that over as well. 6 runs came from that over, including 2 wickets. Gideon Peters finishes with an outstanding spell of 3 for 35 in his 4 overs. And Durban Supergiants are 143 for 5 after 16 overs. The Lizard Williams is back into the attack and Butler drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single to start the over. So David Vise is back on strike. Another full delivery. Vise drives it down the ground to long off for another single. Singles are not going to help. Need boundaries, the Durban Supergiants. Back to you, Josh Butler. Butler moves across his stumps, gets it over, deep extra covers. And it's 1 bounce, 2 bounces into the boundary for 4. That's a much needed boundary for the Durban Supergiants. Butler delivers under pressure. This time it's full again and Butler hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. 150 comes up for the Durban Supergiants with that single. 150 comes up in 16.4 overs. It's still 52 needed from the last 20 balls. Still a very, very steep equation for the chasing team. So David Vise is back on strike. Vise drives and misses. Was wide outside the off stump there from Lizard Williams. But Vise not able to make connection. Another dot ball from Lizard Williams. 52 needed from 19 now. Slipping away from the Durban Supergiants here. Oh, no ball. No ball, free hit. There you go. That's exactly what Durban Supergiants wanted. He'll get an extra run and a free hit as well. Free hit delivery. It's a full toss. Vise goes down the ground. No timing at all. 1 bounce to long off. And David Vise picks up another single. So despite bowling the no ball, despite conceding the boundary, still a fantastic over from Lizard Williams. Just 9 runs from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over coming up. Butler goes big. He's got it. Got it all the way for 6 over deep mid wicket. That'll keep the hopes alive for Durban Supergiants in this run chase. A 6 to finish that over. 15 runs came from that over from Lizard Williams. And Durban Supergiants are 158 for 5 after 17 overs, needing 44 runs to win from the last 3 overs. So 44 needed now from the last 3 overs. Are we going to see another game going down to the wire? Yeah, are we going to see another thriller? Lungi Ngidi is bowling the 18th over now for Pretoria Capitals. And Vise goes leg side. It's in the air. 1 bounce to deep mid wicket. Then we'll pick up another couple of runs to start the over. So 42 needed from 17 now. for the Durban Supergiants. Second ball of the over coming up. That's a slow ball. He's hit it high in the air. David Visai hasn't got anything on it. The fielder will come underneath it and takes the catch. And it's Lungi Ngedi with the breakthrough. David Visai looking for the big shot. Deceived by the slow ball. Only got height on it. And once again it's Jordan Cox completing the catch at long on. And what a vital breakthrough this is for the Pretoria Capitals. Face-off delivery has always worked wonders for Lungi Ngedi towards the back end of an innings, and once again it has helped Lungi Ngedi with the breakthrough. So David Visai is gone after scoring a run of ball 8, and Durban Supergiants are 160 for 6 after 17.2 overs. The crowd are obviously disappointed. It's a home crowd for the Durban Supergiants. 42 needed from 16 balls. Sunil Narayan is the new batter to the crease. He can also hit a long ball. He's opened the batting in IPL before. It's the fastest 50 as well in the IPL. So Narayan can obviously swing his willow. That's for sure. But 42 needed from 16 balls. He has to go from ball 1. He has to play the big shots. Oh, that's short this time. It's pulled in the air. Fielder again coming underneath it. Takes the catch. At long on. And another one goes for the Durban Supergiants. Banged into the wicket there from Lungi Ngedi. And Sunil Narayan getting it on top of the bat. Only managing to hit it up in the air. And a really good catch at long on. Sees the back of Sunil Narayan. And Lungi Ngedi now is on a hat-trick for the Pretoria Capitals. They're right on top in this game. Josh Butler is running out of partners at the moment. He has played a lone hand of 74 from 42 balls. But unfortunately, the wickets continue to fall at the other end. Sunil Narayan is out for a first ball duck. And Durban Supergiants are 160 for 7 after 17.3 overs. Gerald Coetzee is the new batter to the crease. Hat-trick ball coming up. Lungi Ngedi. Oh, he comes down the wicket, hits it high in the air. Has he got the distance here? Fielder coming underneath it, takes the catch. It's a hat-trick for Lungi Ngedi. What a moment this is. 3 wickets in 3 balls. Coetzee has hauled out at deep mid-wicket. And my goodness gracious me. It's a hat-trick in SA20 cricket for Lungi Ngedi. Once again, the slow ball deceiving Gerald Coetzee there. And unfortunately, Coetzee not able to get the distance. Is only managing to sky it in the air. And a simple catch at deep mid-wicket. And what a moment this is for Lungi Ngedi. He's been expensive so far, but this particular over has picked up 3 wickets in 3 balls, including a hat-trick. 3 wickets and 3 balls is a hat-trick. That's what I'm talking about. A fantastic performance from Lungi Ngedi, and I think that sealed the game for the Pretoria Capitals. All but sealed the game, has to be said. Gerald Coetzee is also out for a first ball duck, and Durban Supergiants are sliding further, 160 for 8 after 17.4 overs. So a hat-trick here in SA20. First hat-trick in this SA20 season, and it's Lungi Ngidi who has achieved it. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Kwena Mapaka is the new batter to the crease. Oh, and that beats the outside edge. Beats the outside edge of Kwena Mapaka. Another dot ball from Ngidi. 1 more delivery left in this over. Pretoria Capitals right on top. Butler will have some work to do with 40 plus runs needed in the last 2 overs for the Durban Supergiants. He has to do it all by himself. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, another beauty there. It goes through the keeper. They won't take the run, will they? It's gone through the keeper. It's gone through the fielder. They won't reach the boundary. They'll pick up a couple of runs. It's 2 byes. Comedy of errors there. The keeper couldn't stop the ball. And it's as if Pretoria Capitals have gifted 2 extra runs to the opposition to finish that over. But an excellent over from Lungi Ngidi. 4 runs came from that over, including a hat-trick. And the Durban Supergiants are 162 for 8 after 18 overs. So 40 needed from the last 2 overs. Lizard Williams is bowling the penultimate over. And Butler goes straight. Goes all the way for 6. That's a way to start the penultimate over. And now 34 needed from 11 balls. Is Butler still keeping this alive for Durban Supergiants? 6 to start the over. The only man who can win this game for the Durban Supergiants now is Josh the Boss Butler. He's batting on 80 from 43 balls. He's 20 runs away from a century, but I don't think he cares about that. He cares about 34 needed from 11 balls. Second ball of the over coming up. That's too wide. Might even be a no ball, I think. Yes, it is a no ball because it's bowled outside the pitch. No ball and a free hit. Oh my goodness, disastrous start to the penultimate over for Pretoria Capitals. In the aim of bowling a wide Yorker, he's bowled it outside the pitch there. So the free hit delivery coming up here. Butler on strike. Goes again, it's offside, it's high into the night sky. And it's over the ropes for another 6. Is this game turning or what? Josh Butler, he has done it before in the IPL. We have seen him do this time and again in the IPL when he played for the Rajasthan Royals in previous IPL editions. And now here he's doing it here for the Durban Supergiants with 27 still needed from 10 balls. Well, this is vintage Josh Butler at the moment. Now 27 needed from 10 balls. 13 runs have come in the first 2 deliveries in this penultimate over. And Lizard Williams needs to find a way now to stop the bleeding because Butler is going to go hard at him. He's coming around the wicket now, Lizard Williams. And that's driven away. That will race away for foul 8. No, good fielding at deep point. They're going to push for 2. Yeah, pushing for 2. Oh, that's good running. Excellent running from Butler. Completes a couple of runs. Now 25 needed from 9. Butler, can he do this for the Durban Supergiants? We've had so much drama in this game. We've had a hat-trick from Lungi and Gedi as well. He's batting on 88 now from 46 balls as Butler. 3 more deliveries left in this over. What can he do? That's full again. It's smashed down the ground. It's taken the umpire. Nearly took the umpire out. He had to duck for cover there. The umpire. It's gone straight down the ground for 4. What an over this is for the Durban Supergiants. Now the equation down to 21 from 8. Jos Buttler is into the 90s now with that boundary. "19 runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. Tell you what, with Jos Buttler still there at the crease, don't rule out the Durban Supergiants. They can still try to win this. Here comes Williams again. Round the wicket to Butler. That's outside the off stump. It's driven towards long off. It's in the gap. Fielder does well. He's pushed it away. They'll pick up only a 2 though. They'll pick up only 2. They're pushing for 3 in fact. They're pushing for 3. So Butler is away from the strike. What a brave decision. So he's given Kwena Mapaka 1 ball to face, and he's basically telling Mapaka that this is a free hit. He can maximize on this delivery. Try and hit a boundary. Make it 14 to get out the last over with Butler on strike. What a game we are having here. Jos Buttler is on 95 from just 48 balls. 5 runs away from a century. But the bigger motive is to get a win on the board. Kwena Mapaka, does he have any capability with the bat? "22 runs have come from this over. It was looking completely dead and buried for the Durban Supergiants, but then this over from Lizard Williams has been the most expensive one. The last ball of the over coming up. Free hit for Kwena Mapaka. Goes for a swing, doesn't make contact. It's to the keeper, so that's the worst possible ending to that over for Kwena Mapaka and Durban Supergiants. They would have wanted a boundary there, but not to be. Dot ball to finish that over, but still 22 runs came from that over. And the Durban Supergiants are 184 for 8 after 19 overs, needing 18 to win from the last over with Butler on strike. We had a century from Shai Hope earlier today in the first innings, and now Jos Buttler is 5 runs away from another century here, but 18 to get from the last over. Basically 3 sixes needed in 6 balls to win this game for the Durban Supergiants. That's how modern day batters think. Modern day batters think just a matter of 3 big hits to finish the game. So spinner is going to be bowling the last over here. Very interesting decision. Roston Chase is bowling the last over for Pretoria Capitals. And it's going to be a huge ask for him against the batter of the caliber of Jos Buttler. 18 needed. Here we go. Butler on strike. Oh, that's a full delivery. Butler drives it down the ground. Doesn't take the single. That's a good result. That's a good start from Roston Chase. Now 18 needed from 5. Butler is feeling the pressure. He needs to clear the boundary. He needs to get 3 sixes out of the ground. He might even get to his century, but that's not going to matter. He'll need to get his team over the line. "18 needed from 5. What a start. What a delivery that was from Roston Chase. Right in the block hole. Given the responsibility to bowl the last over. Under all kinds of pressure. The second ball of the over coming up. Can Butler clear the boundary? 18 needed. Full toss. He swung it leg side. No timing. To the fielder at deep square leg. Won't take the single again. Won't take the single again. It's another dot ball. 18 needed from 4 now. He has to clear the boundary now. Otherwise, it becomes a lost cause. Too much pressure on Butler here. He's trying so hard to clear the boundary, but not to be. So third ball of the over coming up from Roston Chase. He squeezed that towards covers. He needs to push for 2 here. He needs to push for 2 no matter what. It's going to be a run out to the non-striker's end. It's going to be a run out. I think Kwena Mapaka has to go. Surely has to be Kwena Mapaka, who has been dismissed. So it will be a single. But Butler will keep the strike because he went for the second. I think the batters crossed over. They needed Butler to come back on strike. I don't know what they were looking at the ball for. You have to go for 2. And that is what they're having a look, whether Mapaka crossed or not. He did cross. So it will be Kwena Mapaka will have to go walk back to the pavilion. So the 9th wicket goes down here. Just checking whether... Well, Mapaka was... So it is Kwena Mapaka who is out, run out for a 3-ball duck. And Durban Supergiants 184 for 9 after 19.3 overs, 17 to get from the last 3 balls. Well, what a decision for Roston Chase to bowl the last over, and he is delivered under pressure here. 17 needed from the last 3, 1 legal delivery, one dot ball or 1 good delivery seals the game for Pretoria Capitals. Butler needs 3 sixes out of the ground in 3 deliveries to seal the match. Butler is on 96. Here we go, big delivery. Needs a 6 here, Butler. Doesn't get it. He swung it leg side towards deep mid wicket. They can might as well pick up a single. They're going to push for 2 here. It will be another run out, and that's the game. That is the game for Pretoria Capitals. Eventually, Durban Supergiants have been bowled out. And what a win this is for Pretoria Capitals. They held their nerve under pressure. Butler remains unbeaten on 97 not out. But unfortunately, it's the Pretoria Capitals who have gotten over the line. They were always ahead while defending this score. Jos Buttler tried his best, but it was too much to do in the end. Roston Chase, what a fantastic last over. One of the best last overs I've ever seen by a spinner, actually, bowling so much under pressure. Roston Chase is not Roston Chase is not rated highly as a spinner. And for him to bowl those Yorkers in that last over against the batter of the caliber of Jos Buttler, I think it seriously needs to be appreciated, that effort. So unfortunately, the Durban Supergiants not able to get over the line. Noor Ahmed run out without facing a ball, and the Durban Supergiants have been bowled out for 186 runs in 19.4 overs. A valiant effort from Jos Buttler, but unfortunately ends up in a losing cause. 97 not out from 52 balls with 9 boundaries and 5 sixers. at a strike rate of 186.54. But all in vain today. But what a hat-trick that was from Lungisani and Gidi. That 18th over in which Lungi and Gedi picked up the hat-trick. That is exactly what sealed the game, I think, for the Pretoria Capitals. The first hat-trick in this edition of the SA20 from Lungisani and Gedi, and also Shai Hope scoring the first century as well in this SA20 edition. We have seen everything today. A century from Shai Hope, hat-trick from Lungi and Gedi, and then 97 not out from Jos Buttler as well. Overall, a fantastic game of cricket. It's the Pretoria Capitals who pick up their second win in this SA20 edition, and unfortunately the Durban Supergiants, they have suffered 3 losses in a row now, to go with 2 washouts as well. So their season is stagnating, sliding a little bit. The Durban Supergiants started with a win against MI Cape Town in their first game, but ever since that they have suffered 2 defeats against Joburg Super Kings, and they have suffered a defeat here as well against the Pretoria Capitals. And then 2 matches also got washed out. So the Durban Supergiants really need to figure out a way to come back to winning ways before the season runs out for them. And still there's a long tournament left, but you don't want to be losing so many games like this. In fact, now I think the Pretoria Capitals, I need to see their position in the points table. And heartbreak though for the Durban Supergiants. They tried their best. Jos Buttler himself tried his best. He's been off colour in the first few matches. Finally came back to form today, but just too much to do towards the end. The required run rate was always getting out of reach for the Durban Supergiants. And in the end, the Pretoria Capitals, who held their nerve under pressure. And the Pretoria Capitals winning this game by 15 runs against the Durban Supergiants away from home, and they pick up their second win in this SA20 tournament. So we'll be back again to cover more matches in our channel. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys, cheers and good night from India.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.